What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? This is Carlo here at Magna Crypto, back again for another video. In today's video, we're going to have a quick look at a very important video and announcement from the Federal Reserve Chairman, and also, as per usual, we're going to be looking at some altcoins to see what the charts are saying, if there are any opportunities. So without further ado, cue the intro. So, as I said, let's start the video off with looking at a very important announcement, or, kind of accidental announcement even, from the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Mr. Powell, when asked a question about cryptocurrencies. So let's get into it.
Chairman, as a matter of policy, is it your intention to ban or limit the use of cryptocurrencies like we're seeing in China?
No, and I immediately realized I had misspoken there. I didn't mean that.
So he goes on to kind of backpedal a little bit to include CBDCs. However, he has said no. There's going to be no ban on crypto, unlike China. So for the most part, crypto is safe. Now, I was reading an article regarding kind of the ban on crypto and what's going to happen with crypto going forward in terms of the Federal Reserve's plan with them and different central banks and central authorities. Essentially, what they want to do is keep it as ambiguous as possible to prevent all banks and all investment firms and hedge funds from jumping in. If they keep it relatively ambiguous as to what the rules are when it comes to crypto investing, then a lot of companies, a lot of hedge funds, a lot of investment firms aren't really they're not going to want to get involved in fear of potentially investing in something that's going to cause them trouble and potentially causing them to breach certain laws in the future. Because if they say in a year's time, you know what, crypto is illegal, all these firms are going to pay big penalties. So it is in the best interest of the Federal Reserve and different central authorities to keep it relatively ambiguous and not kind of state clearly what the rules are to invest in this asset class. But this is definitely an encouraging sign, the fact that there's not going to be any bans on crypto, unlike China. So transitioning into the charts, let's start with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has bounced very nicely from this correction.
Really?
Now, we're still not out of the woods just yet, but from the top, from the 30th of August, the correction lasted for basically almost a month, right? Now, it's not done just yet, because what could happen is now it's reversed from this point. It's back above a very important level right here, 45k, but it could turn around at 49, 40 or 50k. It needs to get past this and beat 52k. What could happen is it could either reject from this level and start to go down towards the upper 30s, or it could break above and get rejected from the next level at 52k. So it's not out of the woods just yet, but it is looking good so far. So a very nice rebound from the correction. Moving on to Ethereum. Similar story, of course. What Bitcoin does, Ethereum will most likely follow. Similar rebound from the lows of 2,700. Right now it's at 3,300. It is just above a very important level over here. This swing high at 3,300. If it closes there tomorrow and it stays above it, then there's a good probability that's going to continue to the upside towards 3,900, towards 4,000. However, again, same story. It's not out of the woods just yet. It could turn around. This could be somewhat of a false breakout. Could reject and instantly start to turn around and head back towards 2,700. So the key part is to bear in mind, this could be false breakout. It's not out of the woods just yet. Now I want to have a look at a few altcoins that I've been looking at. in particular Moonriver. So Moonriver is one of the coins that has been tipped. Some of my mates have been on it and it's looking pretty good. It's had some very good rallies in the last month, even from as low as 89, small retracement, and then boom into the 400s. Now what I'm looking out for, this is where I placed a little buy in and got a small bag. I'm looking for it to break this level of 400. If we can get above this level, this resistance, then I believe there's a good chance there'll be a third rally into the 500s, 600s, or maybe even 700s. So that's what I'm looking out for with Moonriver. It's still early days. It's a project that's launched on it's launched on Kusama, and it has big potential. Another one that I covered recently is Near Protocol. As mentioned, after this massive rally, I was looking for it to retrace all the way down to this level. I got in around 7 and I basically napped for about half a day, and next thing I know, I lost my perfect buy-in. However, similar situation, it's not out of the woods just yet. It could be a bounce and then tap that again to break through. So same kind of thing I want to see is another push towards the highs. I don't think it's out of the woods yet. I don't think that the correction has necessarily finished just yet. This could just be a small rejection of this resistance turn support, and then it could end up actually testing it again, as I said. So got to be patient with that. Solana is looking like it wants to turn around again. And this is actually looking better than some of the two other ones, because you can see he's testing the previous resistance at 170, a very important resistance level. If it can break that, then there's a good chance that once it carries on past it, that it will carry on this massive rally. But to be honest, all of these gains, I think there's more likely that's probably going to turn around from this level and head back down towards maybe 100, for example. But this is a very important junction that's at key resistance and then key support right here. So let's see what he does in the next few days, or how it closes for the week. It's not out of the woods, as I said. There's a good chance that this will reject. All the people that didn't take profit over here might just start taking profits right here, right now. So be careful with that. Let's have a quick look at the market and see who's performing well. So Ren Protocol in the last 24 hours has done pretty well, 25%. Axie Infinity for the past 7 days, 70%. It's doing very, very well, even the last 24 hours. OMG Network, last 7 days, been smashing it. Here they're hash graph, good 15-16%. If we look at the actual total, like from the top, everything is in the green. Especially because Bitcoin and Ethereum are rallying, everything else is going to be performing as well. So it's natural. However, so we'll close off the video right here. But basically what I want to say is, even though we are rejecting or even going on a rally once again, I don't think that we are out of the woods just yet. This could be a dead cat bounce situation where you have a correction, it bounces, and then it crashes through. So we could be at the point where it's a little bounce. So you got to be careful. Don't get too excited. Be patient. But if you've been following me on Instagram, I dropped a video where I basically said that we're close to the end game now. I think probably going into the end of the year, there's a good chance that we're going to end up peaking and then starting the bear market. And so I've got my plan ready. I've got my price points and I've got my finger on the trigger ready to kind of accelerate my profit taking. Now, of course, it could extend into the next year, into the first few months of 2022. But I am very aware that once it starts to get very exuberant, as in price goes into a parabolic run, that the end is near. I'm going to be taking a maximum profit. I'm not going to be leaving money on the table. So just have that in mind. Don't be the guy or the girl that ends up carrying the heavy bags into the bear market after so long of investing. So just have that in mind. with that in mind, peace. See you in the next video.